If you're like me, you probably said more than once, I wish I knew what I know now when I was a younger kid. What if you knew everything that you're presently aware of when you were 18, 19, and 20, especially because of the training that I do. So many people that are adults now look at whether it's the 7 mountains or anything that has to do with peak performance or understanding constraints or convergence. There's this desire to live life again. Well, the good news is you get to do that, but you get to do that for the next generation because we can take all the things that we've learned and put them into our sons and daughters. And that basically is what was the challenge that I felt the Lord gave me a couple of years ago. And I decided that I needed to take a 7-mountain strategy or a 7M perspective and put it into 16 to 24-year-olds. Take our sons and daughters and literally bring in the world's best and brightest people that have achieved powerful mastery at the top of their sphere, and bring them in to talk to our children and talk about what do they need to know about getting to the top of arts, media, business. What do they need to really know about being kingdom entrepreneurs or making it in politics or government? What do they need to know about the battle? And how can they be prepared for life? Now, there's no challenge I think any of us faced that is going to be as strong as that which is coming against our children right now because of the nature of the way the academic system is. It is so concentrated in terms of its hostility towards a biblical worldview, let alone a conservative, or let alone a Christian world system or a worldview. 70% of students that go into college right now as Christians lose their faith when they come out. And the reason is because they haven't actually been prepared. They haven't been prepared by us as parents. They don't know how to defend what it means to have a free enterprise worldview versus socialism. They don't know how to own their own opinion without being literally bullied or bludgeoned by professors and peer groups on campuses. And you haven't prepared them for this simply by putting them through high school because they've been under your roof to a great extent. So here's what we do. Once a year, I set apart a week, and it actually is, it's a love offering as far as our ministry is concerned, because we literally put the whole apparatus and machinery on pause and focus for 1 week intensively upon the sons and daughters of my friends and the students and the people that I train globally. Now that means that your kids, if they come to this event, which will be July 9th through 15th, looking for the 16 to 24-year-olds, your sons and daughters are going to be meeting what I consider to be the kingdom royalty that's around the world. You know, Harvard, Yale, and Princeton, apart from having the prestige degree on the wall or the name, the primary benefit of being in those institutions is the network. For the rest of your life, you're kind of like working this affiliation channel, this back channel of buddies of yours at Yale or Princeton. For real, that's how it works. And I believe that in my world, because of the nature of the work that I do, I've met some of the sharpest and the smartest and the best people in the kingdom, and their sons and daughters are like royalty. I believe the 7M Gen event is the Harvard, Yale, or Princeton for your kids. It's where they network with some of the brightest and best, frankly, some of the wealthiest and most creative type of celebrity people who put their children in, and we don't advertise who goes, it's never the goal. But trust me, you never know who's in this program because the parents trust me. And they want me to put into their sons and daughters the kind of skills and knowledge. How do you actually go out and market yourself? How do you go get a job? What do you need to know about relating and dating and mating, marrying in your tribe, how to read people, how to defend your worldview, how to debate or how to avoid the debate, how to be winsome and powerful in terms of being able to be a supernatural people reader, how to own your own opinions and yet how to be comfortable in an environment that may even be hostile to you. What an incredible price, value to have. And I'd pay any price for that kind of a skill. And that's what we're going to be teaching your sons and daughters. They're 16 to 24. They should be at 7M Gen on July 9th through 15th. You go to lancewalnut.com/7M Gen. And the only caveat that I've got is I'm not going to tell you all of the games we play, the networking we do, and the fun we have, or the speakers I'm bringing in. But do me this one favor. I'm only looking for sons and daughters that actually have a focus on the kingdom and a receptivity to a biblical worldview. Don't send me the problem child. Every now and then that slips in. Somebody wants to send me the kid that I got to work with. We won't send him home, but you're not helping me if you do that. So promise me that you that are listening to me, think about the young Daniels and Esthers and Josephs and Davids and Joshuas of the future. Send me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, your youth yearning to be free. They're going to network and have the time of their life. 7M Gen, July 9th through 15th. I'll see you there.